Okay, guys, welcome to another astrology update. This is for end of February 2025, up till around mid-March. So in Pisces season, what can we see? There's the first thing we notice. So I'm making this 24th of Feb. Yesterday was the 23rd, and that's when Mars went direct now. This is important because Mars has been in retrograde for months now and finally goes direct. And to get anything done in the universe, you really need Mars. Nothing would get done without it. So, ruling the natural zodiac and Aries and Scorpio. So, for all you go-getters out there, you need that Mars to go direct. However, it won't really pick up speed until about beginning of May. But this is good news anyway, for you in general. Okay. Um, the new moon will be the next highlight. 27th. It's a good new moon in Pisces. Pretty historic as well. We've got a huge stellium there piled up. Saturn, North Node, and Neptune, the ruler, is saying goodbye in Pisces, is right there with the North Node. Neptune is all about dreams, so is Pisces, so go after your dreams, with Saturn there too. This would be a good time to go after those dreams and dream big. Venus, just shortly after, 10 degrees Aries, starts to go retrograde, so it'll be in shadow as I'm making this now. So all those Venusian themes, if you work in some kind of fashion, jewelry, those kind of things will be affected. Females, love and money going backwards. So we're reassessing our values when Venus goes backwards. The usual will apply. Probably not a best idea, not the best time to get married or engaged or to buy those expensive items, let's say. However, if you get used expensive items like used gold, for example, you might get a bargain. That's how Venus retrograde tends to work. Now, Venus in Aries is going retrograde at the 10-degree point of Aries. Look around that in your chart to see how it's going to affect you. It's going to go retrograde all the way back into Pisces. Okay. And you could probably see similar themes if you go back 8 years ago to the last Venus retrograde in Aries around those degrees. Okay. Mercury, this is more important, this Venus retrograde, than others. Because Mercury is going into Aries at that point, 2 days later, but it also goes retrograde, Mercury in Aries, around those same degrees, which is 9 degrees Aries, on March the 15th. So this is a very important time for love, money, those kind of things, all those Venusian things. All right. So we've kicked off with the new moon in Pisces, 27th. And then we come up to the first quarter moon on the 6th. And then we wrap up the middle of the month with the full moon, total lunar eclipse in Virgo, 23 degrees. So you can look at your chart how that affects you. 23 degrees. especially plus or minus 5 degrees. You can see how these are going to affect you. Um, in the mutable signs will be shaken up, of course. That's Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, okay? Around those degrees, especially 23 degrees plus or minus about 5, okay? Virgo, in general, the sign of health. So health matters will come up. Um, any full moon is about endings. You've got to look 6 months prior to what you started, roughly in around September, when it was a corresponding new moon, would have been in Pisces, okay? And they get wrapped up 6 months later. So Mercury retrograde the next day. Um, People always say to me, "Oh, what's going to happen? Is it good? Is it bad?" Or the eclipses in general are surprises. Okay, expect the unexpected on eclipses. Even in astrology, we can't say what's going to happen in its totality, and I think that's the fun part of it. Okay, um, the Mercury going retrograde will be the next day. And so that's more or less it for the next couple of weeks going into mid um, March. I'll probably do another video going into detail what is going to happen, because when we've got the full moon um, eclipse season, they come in pairs. So we're going to another eclipse as well coming up after that 2 weeks later. So that's it basically for February and March, mid-March, and thanks for watching.